It don't happen, oh, my wonderful people. Make on see what they happen for Niger Delta. They don't carry come again. In fact, this time around, they say the Hikaba. Say they know they agree again. In fact, they want to separate from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, according to the information waited before me here. Breaking news: Niger Delta agitators, they don't launch Operation Hunger Lion, cancel all ceasefire agreement. In fact, they want to take over all the pipelines. Zoo, they go here shake it this time around. They have to understand that the people you are dealing with, the Southeasterners they are also the Niger Delta. Forget about the divisions they come to put in the midst of everybody. Someone from Delta or what they call it from Ikwere was saying that he have an Igbo name, but he's not an Igbo. And I look at him and say this is a lost cause. This guy, they don't chop him. You have an Igbo name. In the whole world, we have only one tribe called Igbo. Only one tribe. There can never be two Igbos again. So for you to bear an Igbo name, my dear, you have a connection, and your taproot started from the Igbos. Let me correct all this mumu okokos that is walking up and down. The division they put in between the southwest and the southeast during the time of creation is what is still haunting the Igbos who claim not to be Igbo till tomorrow. If Biafra separate now, tell me where the South are going. Where are they going? Okay, they're going to have Niger Delta state or Niger Delta country. This is all the kind of what do I call it? All the kind of division they put in our midst by the so-called colonial masters. First, it started from Lord Lugard. When he came to Nigeria, somebody told me that Lord Lugard discovered the Niger, River Niger. Said, look at these people, River Niger. Our people have been fishing in River Niger even before he came. They come and give us all this nonsense narrative that never serve or never help us in any way. Anyway, let us go straight to the reason why we're here. I said today I'm not going to talk too much, and I don't make me talk too much because of one program I just watched now. Anyway, shunning protest, it is not Igbo's business whether Tinubu government does well or not. This one is coming from somebody, Ikenga or Wazirike. I have certain Igbo better than anyone. Simon Ekpa. Post. Anyway, my people, now here we go to start our news. I beg, remember today na Monday, and it happens to be 12th day in the month of August in the year of 2024. Now here we go to carry our kaya. They go straight to the reason why we are here. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It don't happen. We say it don't happen. Niger Delta have arose, and when they arose, the roaring of a lion, my dear, the jungle must surely shake. The coalition of Niger Delta agitators have cancelled the ceasefire it declared several years ago and declared what it called Operation Hunger Lion. Over the present economic challenges, Nigerians, especially the people of the Niger Delta, are facing serious danger, according to Okute Daily Toko has learned from them. The coalition announced their decision in a statement issued which on Saturday, after their emergency meeting where they reviewed the state of the nation, especially as it affects Nigerians, Niger Delta people, and the present economic challenges in the country. In a statement obtained by Sahara reporters, the coalition said it also demanded that the group managing director of Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mele Kyari, and his team be probed and made to account for the missing 164 billion naira and hereafter sacked. My problem with these people is not them agitating, not them raising up, but any small change now, all of them will disappear. That is my problem with them. And that is why you see they can never make a quorum. They can never make a quorum, according to Englishman. Okay, the coalition said that we observe that the present corruption in the country has reached its peak, especially in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Power Sector, Education, and Steel. While we waited and hoped for a change in attitude from the people saddled with the responsibilities in the aforementioned ministries and agencies, it is now obvious that they are not willing to change or do the part of honor and be accountable. The coalition unanimously resolved as follows. We hereby want to state that NNPCL being the current importer of petroleum products in the country, has failed woefully with a high level of corruption and fraud, despite selling fuel for over 700 naira per litre. The citizens are subjected to constant torture and suffering before they can buy fuel, which have been digged out from their own territory. A kilogram of cooking gas is over 1,500 naira now, and even kerosene is no longer affordable by the poor citizens anymore. Mr. Mele Kyari and his team should account for the missing 164 billion naira from the coffers of the NNPCL with immediate effect. This can only happen when incompetent and wicked people are saddled with the responsibility over the people. We want to state here that before the appointment of Mele Kyari as the GMD of NNPC, the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries were still functional and production was at 60% production, sorry to say. However, as soon as Mele Kyari took over as GMD, Group Managing Director of NNPC, all the refineries were automatically shut down for reasons best known to him as his cohort, despite the billions of naira budgeted by the Fulani government every year to revamp and resuscitate these refineries. Yet, none is working. Mr. Mele Kyari should explain the ownership of the refinery in Malta, where his cronies normally export our crude, refine and import it again to us at higher cost. The reason why they kept sabotaging every effort to make Nigeria refinery productive. The statement further noted it is with deep sense of responsibility that we state here that the NDDC and the Ministry of Niger Delta Development and the Presidential Amnesty Program is a scam, conduit pipe, and not useful to the people of the Niger Deltans. The Ministry of Niger Delta has not executed any life-touching project or intervention in the region, while NDDC, on the other hand, is being used as a conduit pipe by politicians at the detriment of the Niger Delta people. It is pertinent to note that the road projects consulted by NDDC in the Niger Delta region are substandard and do not usually last up to 3 years. The government should release funds owed to the NDDC and the Ministry of Niger Delta to fast-track development in the Niger Delta region, while we call on the government to probe the past board of NDDC and former ministers in the Ministry of Niger Delta over failure and fraud. We demand immediate sack of Mr. Mele Kyari, top management of NNPCL, and the subsidiaries, while we call on the government to persecute these individuals over fraud and embezzlement. We demand a probe of Mele Kyari and his team over the missing billions of naira as alleged by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. We also call on the sack of the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Petroleum Resources, Oil, and the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Petroleum, Gas, over incompetence and corruption. This is because they have failed Nigerians at this critical time. Henshaw, for Bakassi freedom fighters, Major General Ibn Abo hosts fall. For the Niger Delta movement, for Justice Major General Duke Emerson, for Niger Delta Fighters Network, Major General Inebehe Adams, for the Niger Delta Freedom Mandate, and Major General Abi Etaria for Niger Delta Development Network. Others are Major General Joshua Ebere for the renewed movement for emancipation of the Niger Delta, Major General Jeremiah Anthony for movement for actualization of Niger Delta Republic, Major Francis Okorafor for Niger Delta Freedom Redemption Army, and Colonel Nelson Okochi Water for Niger Delta Liberty Organizations. All these names, if I tell you I know what it means, then I'm a liar. But let that be. Let it be so. I they put it there. Anyway, moving to another news. Shunning protests. It is not Igbo's business whether the Tinubu government does well or not. Says it is business of the Northwest and the Southwest by Nnamdi Ojiego. Former president of an Igbo social cultural organization, aka, or I can call him Aka Ikenga, Chief Gode Owazurike, in this interview, says it has become an official policy to marginalize the Igbo in Nigeria. Tinubu simply followed the suit. Excerpt. What was the reasoning behind the decision of Ndi Igbo not to participate in the end bad governance protest, despite the widespread discontent with the current state of the governance in Nigeria? This one is an interview, question and answer. So we are going to take time reading all this long epistle. So you have to do what? You have to be patient with me while we proceed. Please, I ask for your patience. Or maybe, anyway, let me just end it here. I'm going to come back to read this epistle of question and answer over whether Tinubu fell or he did not fail. Yes, just take me by my words. I'm coming back with this news because it's very long epistle. And joining it with this broadcast or with this video is going to be longer than expected, and many people might not have the patience to be watching the video. So let me cut it here. I'll be right back with this statement coming from Aka Ikenga Gode Owazurike. No be the other Owazurike, we wanna know. This one another Owazurike. We come out now to let the world know, because it is good this kind of people are speaking out at this point in time to let the world know that the Biafrans are serious to secede or secede from the contraction of a country called Nigeria. Have a nice day. I'll be right back.